So Chelsea continue to dominate against Tottenham in the London derby. Now they've won 6 of their last 7 meetings away at Tottenham. What was the difference today? Were Chelsea just a class above Spurs?
I really do think there was a massive difference in terms of the intensity between the teams, the fluidity, and also just a bit of cohesion. I've looked at Thomas Frank's system for a lot of this season. I really have given him a lot of credit because you're not going to find someone that loves Justin Cochran, Thomas Frank, Matty Wells in terms of what they've done with the Tottenham players from the start, almost immediately. But today, they didn't look like themselves. I don't think they really understood the assignment, especially when you think about the capital and that level of intensity that's required in a derby. Tottenham never got started and they never, ever finished. And Chelsea were a level above from the beginning right through to the end.
Do you agree, Nigel?
I agree with it. I think it was a good performance by Chelsea. And I think one of the Chelsea strengths is their attacking options and what they can do in that final third. They have the better of the chances. And that goes to the weakness that we see on this Tottenham side right now. Yes, they're a well-organised side. They've definitely progressed a lot under Thomas Frank. But they're showing their weaknesses. And right now, their weakness is their attacking sense. Scoring goals, creating goals. They're still in over-reliance on Kudus. And for me, this game showed today, Poppy, Tottenham need a striker. That is the biggest thing that I saw in this game.
Well, here's a look at just the meetings and the history that we've seen between the two, which kind of reflects how good the Blues have been against Tottenham. I suppose the big thing is as well, with Chelsea now, bigger picture, they're equal on points in terms of the table with Tottenham, which really puts into perspective because at the beginning of the season, it was all about Thomas Frank's team flying so high.
I just think right now they didn't understand the assignment, but looking at the results in the history, maybe Enzo Maresca understood the assignment. And I really think the way that he shaped his team up today from a tactical perspective just gave them the edge. We talk about that same midfield when you talk about Caicedo, you talk about Enzo as well being in there. And I really was interested to see the position of Reece James. And looking at Reece James from the middle, maybe dictating, taking back to his youth team days of playing centre midfield, those passes around the corner, little interchanges of 1-2. I really thought he was a key component. And the way that Maresca is managing his minutes and his touches this year has really made a difference overall to his fitness and his confidence in his own body.
Listen, Chelsea got the job done today, yes. They were by far the better side. But for me, this is about the consistency aspect of it. They needed to get the job done today. You talk about a poor result against the newly promoted Sunderland at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
All eyes was on Chelsea today because this is the criticism they get for being such a young team, not being ready for challenging for a Premier League title yet. They had to respond today in the London derby. It was fiery at times. But for me, one of the key factors and one of the players you'd have to say is the best midfielder in the world right now is Moises Caicedo.
In the world?
Best midfielder in the world, Moises Caicedo.
I'm going to give him his flowers because he was one of the first people I heard say that. You were definitely one of the first people I heard put him into that upper echelons. And when I start thinking about looking at his performances now, the industry's always been there. The fluidity in terms of his passing is always in there when he gets the ball. But what he's adding now is goals and assists. Yeah. And when he's doing that, there really isn't a conversation in terms of as a more complete overall midfielder than Caicedo right now. In the Premier League, I don't think there's a question mark as to what he's doing, but he's really putting himself into the conversation amongst the world's best because he's doing it on a consistent basis.
He is.
If you
watch the world's best. Yeah. There's no conversation.
He's doing it on
right
a consistent basis.
Everything you said, I agree with. He's starting to dominate games, and the only criticism you could have had is more goal scoring and assists. He's taking his game to that next level now, and he's starting to be very influential in there. He is Chelsea's most important player. If Chelsea had 11 Moises Caicedos, they'll win the Premier League title.
And the Champions League title.
How important he is.
Is it just showing now that that game against Sunderland and the loss was a blip then? Because obviously, aside from Moises Caicedo, one of the biggest things about Chelsea is the youth and how many young players they have on this team. And maybe the criticism is they don't have enough leaders, veteran players to kind of shape that team. How do you feel about where Maresca's team is right now?
Well, it's so interesting. When we was in the production meeting, me and Nigel looked at each other when we saw the first stat come across, which was the amount of times that he's interchanged and changed his centre-back partnerships this year. We looked at each other like, wow, that's not a space in terms of for stability. That's not what you're going to build consistency off. And I think when you think about not only the centre-backs changing, but how many times he's altering the wingers, the winger positions, he doesn't really know, I think, at this stage what his best 11 is. But I think he's getting closer. And he knows in terms of who's meant to be consistent starters and who's the players that he can trust in this starting 11. The more he builds those sort of building blocks, those younger players will start to galvanise around the players that I feel are the starting 11 in terms of for Chelsea and produce the winning performances.
The loss to Sunderland, for me, I would just say it's the youthfulness of the team. That's when you need a leader and you need experience. An experienced player will tell these players, we need to get a win today. Don't take this Sunderland game lightly, which is what they did, and end up losing. It's easy to raise up for these games. It's a London derby. We saw some tackles going in today. So the Chelsea players stood up big, had the better chances. They got the 3 points. Wasn't easy, but they got the job done.
And now, obviously, they've got Champions League again. We saw them absolutely blow Ajax away in the Champions League on the last match day at Stamford Bridge. Now they've got Carabao. The same for Tottenham as well, who are both playing in the Champions League this season. With Thomas Frank, though, there's surely a lot of positives to take this season, right? Under Ange Postecoglou last season, when it all felt very doom and gloom until the end, till they won the Europa League, it's been a significant improvement despite the loss today.
I think the improvements that we have seen is definitely from a defensive standpoint. I think you can say if this is the same squad that he had last year, I mean, you can already see the difference in terms of how they shaped up tactically. I think the other areas that he'd want to improve is just their fluidity going forward. We can highlight it over and over again, but they have no pinpoint striker. They have nobody that they can trust up there.
If only they had a Harry Kane.
If only they had a Harry Kane, you know. But the thing is, Harry Kane's moved on, and Tottenham haven't quite moved on themselves, and there's still a massive gap up there in terms of who's going to get you the goals. I mean, I looked at the opposite number 9 today in terms of Joao Pedro, and he should have had 3 goals himself. Yeah. He's maybe just finding a clinical edge in returning back to his goal-scoring form, but they need someone that they can trust and rely on to get them 20-plus goals. Because you said it. They're very kudos heavy right now and very kudos reliant, and you cannot win any sort of title or challenge in Europe throughout a whole season like that.
A better organised Tottenham. They look more better defensively from set pieces, and they look more of a threat from set pieces. But now we said they need that focal point. They need the striker. Now, I'm not saying anything, but maybe if Tottenham could go and pinch a certain Victor Osimhen, I think that would be a great addition. Ooh. One player I'm worried for Tottenham, though, is Xavi Simons. He came on today, played pretty much nearly a full 90 minutes. The performances still haven't been there. It doesn't look to me like a player that looks very happy or comfortable right now. I don't know if there's something else going on with him, but for me, he just doesn't look fully invested in this Tottenham situation right now. And he came with big expectations, and he's not living to them right now. Tottenham definitely need some reinforcements attacking-wise to continue this great season.
And on that point, really quickly, right, you think about Xavi Simons' sort of mentality. He was probably this close to signing for Chelsea, and then to have the U-turn and now sign for another team in London. I feel like he personally should have circled this fixture. He was given an opportunity today, a full 90 minutes, to really showcase who he is and also prove to Chelsea, you should have come back in for me, and cemented the transfer. He didn't turn up once again, and there's a lot of absentees and a lot of performances we're looking at and we're questioning, is your application there? Is this the other side of your game? Because we can see the ability, but it's the consistency element that we've always questioned in terms of with him.
Do you agree with Nigel that they need to bring in a striker in the winter window? Luckily for them, it's not that far away, is it, till they can start having talks? Would you like to see the likes of a Victor Osimhen, or is there somebody else that you would have circled if you're Thomas Frank?
Well, this is where Spurs are really lucky because they have themselves a high-level coach who can paper over those cracks. But the problem is, over a 20-period game leading into sort of the Christmas break, you can see in terms of where their problems are lying. There's no way they're supposed to go into a game like today and have an XG of 0.05. That tells me that in the final
was
third...
the lowest in over a decade, I think, since they started measuring XG. That's the lowest that Tottenham have ever had on record, which is not a good stat, right, to have.
Poppy, that will tell you exactly how poor they were in the final third today. And it really is just, there's no creativity, there's no connection, and there's no trust in terms of from those players to say that that's someone that's going to be a clinical edge in the final third. They really don't have any fluidity there. Going up to that point, I think they're actually okay. I actually do think they have a good midfield. There's a good depth there. There's good back four that seem to have a cohesion now and an understanding for one another. But you're not going to win any titles without a clinical number 9.
There's a good foundation there. They just need to sprinkle up a little bit of magic up top. No real creativity in the final third, nothing happening there, and that is the key problem that we could see. Let's not forget, this is a new Tottenham now, with so-called new ownership or new direction, wanting to be a lot more ambitious. We're going to see how ambitious this Tottenham side is willing to be now when we come to this window. Just
very quickly, who finishes higher in the table, Chelsea or Spurs at the end of the season?
I actually think...
I'm going with Tottenham.
Tottenham?
What?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
OK, well, I actually think Chelsea will have a surge in terms of the latter part of the season. I think Chelsea might finish second this year. Wow. That's how good I think the Chelsea team could be. Because
second to who?
Well, to their other team in North London. So,
so it's the Gunners' year. And Chelsea
I do think Chelsea could finish second. I think Manchester City have shown glimpses of being consistent, but then also have shown odd games where they haven't looked good. Liverpool have had their own problems. Obviously, they have a game later on which they need to deal with themselves. But Chelsea have got a little bit of I would say, a magic edge. When you have a world-class player like Caicedo in your midfield, anything is possible.
Chelsea will continue to be inconsistent. We'll see.
All right, we'll see. And we'll see this week as well, because it's Champions League. It's back, obviously, Chelsea. They've got Carabao and
a dinner on it.
Put your finger down.
Dinner on it.
Put your finger down.
Dinner on it.
He doesn't like a deal all of a sudden. He's lost too many.
I like it. We got it there. With a dinner on it.
So Chelsea with a big 1-0 win today against Tottenham away from home.